P1 Sebastian.
Good afternoon, Jack. And Pulse. Good to see you. Made it earlier today?
Yeah, he was, Cornell has a viewing party.
Tried to, join this lobby a little while ago just to see if he could get in and stay. And he did for a little bit, so.
Why, all right, Jack.
Yeah, we had some technical difficulties with the servers. Needed to be ironed out. Hopefully, we have a smooth, smooth stream, smooth access for all the players concerned.
How are you?
Last week's amateur hour was on Polyphony's problem on their part.
Yeah. Well, welcome everybody. This is, as you probably all know, this is round 2 of the Pro Division. And again, we have 4 races in store, N400, Group 4, Group 3, and Group 2. And joining me today is Racer, GRT Racer 294.
Yep, hello, howdy everybody.
What's up, family, GRT.
Let's hope we can keep ourselves tuned in on the action and get us where we know we can watch some great racing, which I know we're going to have. Just, we can bring it to you as it unfolds.
And hopefully drama free.
Hopefully drama free, yes. So we'll try to show you what's going on. Hopefully, we have good, clean passes. Try to explain to you what's each race is. This is probably the most complicated of a bunch of races. So we have the N400 class to start off with. Now these cars, some are N300, some are N500, and they've been tuned down to the spec of N400 and Gran Turismo speak, which
emoji waving hand with light skin tone.
Basically, power weight classification, mainly power.
Hello. Enjoying the stream.
Mix of cars, but
don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the links in the description.
Porsche 911s, 2016 and 2009 varieties. One classic in here, GT40, Ford GT40, being raced by Mr. Mashed Potato. So. And then a concept car, Toyota SFR, is also a good balance handling mainly. Decent speed, so
yeah, this is
practice.
And it definitely is a 2-strategy race, if you will.
GRT3.
That's basically the crossbows against everybody else.
Right.
Yeah, the Explorer is real strong here, especially with fuel saving.
Discord is the best way to find us in our events and lobbies.
But
hope to see you
those
there,
Porsches,
URL.
the straight line speed it is incredible.
Yeah. They so I'm in the amateur division along with Mr. Tenman. We're in the amateur division. We have the ability to watch our pros here. So, but I in this class use the 2016 911 GT3 RS, and it is a missile for sure.
Yes.
But the crossbow is a great handling car, very easy on its tires, very easy on the tank. But what it gives up in
I'm in the crossbow with Expo, and I think it's a really good all-around car. It's got fair, decent speed, But the fuel saving is definitely a plus.
So let's see, we got guys out on the track in their final warm-ups before qualifications, I believe.
Yes, it should be starting, I'd say within 10 minutes, I believe. Just said.
Yeah. So 10-minute qualifier. Generally, the idea with qualifying is to try to make your car as light as possible, so you try to burn off fuel first couple of laps, and then jump in the pits, throw on some fresh tires, and go at a hot lap or two if you can. You got to get at least one hot lap in to get a qualifying lap. You can get a slow fuel burn qualifying lap, but that won't do you any good. So you need to get one. You need to get one, giving it all the beans you can.
And there again, there is, as we all know, there's another strategy for that. You can do what they call a banker lap. So you run your out lap, run a flyer, burning fuel at the same time, of course, but then duck in and try it again as the car lightens up.
Energy waving hand.
We got hopefully
Hello Kazi. Emoji waving hand.
Hi, Cordell. Hi, Crimson. Josh. Kazi. Welcome to the stream.
Be back in a bit.
got
Hey Kazi, emoji waving hand. And don't worry, my internet won't be crappy like last 2 weeks. Good luck to all racers.
Good afternoon, Joka.
Can't hear Joka.
So we have to definitely stay attuned to how many drivers we have. We can have as many as 14 drivers and 2 commentators. So if for some reason we have somebody waiting, I will drop out. But we've had a few of our drivers in the pro division have had life things going on and dropped out this round. So that's how we're allowed to have 2 commentators.
Emoji waving hand. Emoji waving hand.
My job will be to try to view other parts of the track and let you guys know what's going on.
Hi, Hippie. Hi,
Hi,
Zombie.
emoji grin. Emoji waving hand. Emoji waving hand.
Looks like the guys are ready for qualifying. We've got a parking lot.
Cordal. Emoji flexed biceps.
Now, Cornell had a viewing party going.
Cordell. Thank you very much for the donation. You're a legend, my friend. Good to see you, too, by the way. Hope everything's going well. All right. Well, great to have you, Joka. No problem.
Some cars and coffee.
Leg and Corza.
Cars and coffee at Grande.
Yeah, sounds great.
Evening, gents. Best of luck to all.
Okay.
ID fair racing is encouraged. Evening, Mikey, emoji waving hand. Yuhi Po, emoji
All right, have a good
waving
day.
hand.
All right, Joka.
Hey, Mikey.
Yep, thank you.
Sup, Jack? Who's ready to vote? I mean race. On behalf of us stewards, please don't create a pile-up on turn 1. Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy
Australia.
tears.
Steel 8855. This is his
Evening, Jack. Emoji
first
waving hand. Evening,
league
Hippo.
events.
Emoji
So,
waving hand.
just joined
Emoji
GRT.
face with
Just,
stuck out tongue and closed
came in,
eyes.
put in
Thanks to
heck
Team
of a
Man and Racer
qualifying
for hosting and
time,
commentating
got
tonight.
himself into the pro divisions.
Leg ends.
So here we
You
go.
mash.
I'm going to start our qualifying.
Oh wait, isn't that the man who said his name was Mash who was in the
Track
band?
now.
Cards fan in Expo.
Blazer must have stepped away from his console. He's got time.
Robin Porsche. Chevrolet Porsche. Gemini in Expo. Holman in Expo. Quite a few Expos in it tonight.
We got quite a few expos. So I think we're it's the Porsche KTM party with some outliers. The Toyota SF4 1966 GT4. Just a GT. The Le Mans winner.
We'll see if Cards fan is going to go for a flyer or if he's going to book it.
Our multipliers for tires and fuel were, I think, 10 on tires and 7 on fuel, or the other way around.
I believe you're right.
So, wear multipliers. Tires will burn at 15 times the normal rate, and fuel at 7 times its normal rate. So, just throws in your pit strategy. Yep.
Cards fan is on his flyer.
Everybody's pushing into the come through Lesmos.
It is coming back at the chicane. Expo stream going.
Yeah.
Home and working. Try and get people coming off the line in their first lap.
Cars fan makes it to the pits. Just going straight across the line.
Cards fan 149. Ooh. Shadow took it in that fast. GT40 153. Respectable.
Tires.
And there is no tire requirement for today's race. Anything is available, soft, hard in racing. I mean, in sports tires. No mandatory pit stop. If you can no stop it, go for it.
Blazers coming around Parabolica, see if he goes into the pits. Time he can put in. Definitely warming up at the end of an issue. Scar.
See how Rob's doing. Rob had some issue in the chicane on the first lap. Let's see if we can get something clean on
Ash.
Rob's heading for the pit.
Cards in the pits. Shadows in the pits.
Guys are probably putting on new tires and going to try and fly on the last lap.
We don't have a whole lot of time left.
Zombie had a nice lap, jumped up in the order.
Yeah. Mashed potatoes been having a few struggles with this GT40. Expect his times to be a little bit better.
GT40's definitely got some straight line speed, though, doesn't it?
It's definitely got some speed.
Sweep back before the race start.
Cards fan. Should be on another flying. Now he's on his out lap. Cards fan was a finalist for an actual world event, wasn't he?
He was close, real close. He's probably considered top 10 in the United States.
Yeah. Carson's got herself up. Two guys going into the pits. Gemini's making way for those guys on their. We only have 2 minutes left in qualifying, so 2 minutes to get
I bet Gemini wants
past
to
the line.
change
If you
cars.
get across the line with 1 second left, you get one more chance at a fast lap. So, trying to come in and get tires and get their outlet done. Get another hot lap in. Good Seal. Seal put himself up to third.
Yeah, nice lap.
Nice lap. Nice lap.
Just kidding, Gem.
Hope he gets out of the way. Still got some guys making their way around. Blazer moved up.
With about a minute to go. Looks like Cards fans gonna try and take that provisional pole away from Shadow.
Yeah.
Crimson pushing that car.
So, that just shows you can't sleep on the speed of this KTM. When it needs to be fast, it's fast. Because I know for a fact that Porsche could easily grab the top spot on speed down the front straight.
Yeah.
But there he goes, dropped it in there. Pretty nice. Almost a half a second faster. Just half a second faster. Pretty much a half a second.
Crimson up into fourth. Seal still holding on in third.
More time for any new laps. You have 2 minutes to finish the lap you're on.
Let's watch Gad finishes out. Very nice lap.
Laser has a chance of probably getting this lap a little bit better. Still in 6th.
He's pushing. He's pushing.
That might have cost him. Looks like he's backed out of it. Yeah.
Ha ha ha. FML. Nice lap from me. MOT rolling on the floor laughing.
He's done.
Well.
Got Cards fan, Shadow Seal, Crimson, Gad, Blazer.
Looks like Looks like everybody's gonna have to cancel out. Looks like they're gonna restart it for Holman.
Oh.
Nice one, Blazer. Well done, buddy.
Yep.
Emoji oncoming fist. Emoji flexed biceps.
We have enough.
Yeah, there was. I think Holman just had a problem.
Holman nearly out. Kelly, feed me. Emoji happy tears.
We did not have Holman in our qualifying. We still have.
I don't know if he got disconnected or.
I don't remember. Yeah, because having Holman in there is going to definitely.
Good luck for race,
could change the complexion a little.
That could change the complexion. He's going to be at the back, and I believe Holman's in the crossbow also.
Yes, he is.
We should have.
So, I believe the race will get started and then they'll back out. Which isn't such a bad thing. We can check to see if anybody gets stuck on the line.
Good luck, Crimson. Luck LOL.
exit out. And we'll reset the grid order.
MOG tongue.
Nice, Rob. Change that. There he goes.
Good lick all.
So now Gemini has to reset the grid order manually. Looked like Mash left and had to come back.
Yeah.
I tell you, I was nervous about tonight just regarding the problems the servers were having earlier.
Right. This being on a Sunday with no FIA nations or manufacturers like they had last season. So hopefully it'll less stress on the servers, Gran Turismo Sport servers.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. Make no guarantees.
We will be on the track this
I think
time
that's what
next
the
week.
server issue was earlier was probably the EMEA Super Cup. Hopefully we don't get impacted by that too much here.
Yeah, our Super Cup doesn't go until 8 o'clock. So the U.S., North America. So unless they have them in South America or has different times, which could be possible, I still think it should be a lot less stressful. So here we go.
Let's get
I'm going to try to watch it from the back. Holman's position. So
Here we go.
Get a good look at the going home. In the back. I think,
Ram Shadow just jumped to an early lead out front. Good plunge. First game.
Going around. That's what we're doing. Transit, of course. Shadow.
Two Expos have launched themselves into the front yard. We've got Courage Fan and Crimson.
Jet right.
Holden's making his way up. He's in the 7th.
From the back. That's a quick move.
Mashed potatoes out.
MOG clapping hands, MOG clapping hands, MOG thumbs up.
Problems with this GT40.
Sorry about the blue screen.
We still have Crimson at the front. My Cards fan. Shadow GT. Gad. Laser. It's all the way up to 5th. Lasers. On seal into a starry. In there.
That's definitely not a move you make in a day race, but
yeah.
Our guys are top-notch drivers. You can do that, without fear of being launched. What do you think, Fraser? Is the go-to strategy for the Porsche to try and fuel save?
Well, I think Porsche's probably. I don't know that you can probably do it. I think you're still going to have to. You're still probably going to have to pit. I think you can. In my testing, I think I'm going to have to come in on lap 4. But those that probably might have a little bit more, you probably can nose stop the Porsche, but you're going to lose out of having it being competitive. And pretty much this is a crossbows race to lose.
Yeah, that was the issue I was looking at, was if you feel saved in the Porsche enough to nose stop, would your lap time still be competitive?
I mean, looking at some of the Porsches right now, they haven't finished lap 3 and they're at half. Rob is less. He's got 3/8 of a tank left. Lasers at a half. And you look at your crossbows are at half. They're not even half. Not even past halfway. Zombies.
It's definitely on the
Porsches, you should start seeing Porsches come in this lap, top up all the way. If you wait a lap, you're going to have to put that much more fuel.
Yep, Gad collects to take the pit. So this plays it.
Now, the one strategy would be to not change your tires, just put fuel in and save yourself that time. tire wear is not that big of an issue. It's just really a fuel race. For Porsches, you need to throw in that 3 laps or so of fuel, get on the way. Look at Cards fan is just past halfway. Tires look great. Crimson's a little bit better. Looks like Shadow's probably going to be coming in this lap.
I noticed that Shadow elected to stay out an extra lap.
Same. Rob C, he's still out. He's definitely going to have to come in. He's got less than a quarter tank of fuel, so he's going to spend a lot of time in the pits. So, comparatively, Shadow has a little bit. He's done a little bit better on his fuel. I think he's using the grab. So,
Let's see about the only SFR in the race. Zombie Speed. Looks like he's probably going to have to pit also.
Yeah, his tires look really good. So hopefully he realizes he doesn't need to change tires and saves that second or two not changing tires.
Shadow has gone to pit.
It's right here.
No, he didn't.
Shadow did not pit.
Holman must have just got him in.
There's Rob into the pits. He's only adding fuel. Zombie.
So we have the 3 Expos up front. Then Shadow in the Porsche. John has moved up to 5th in the Expo, which will probably inherit 4th here shortly. Shadow has to make a stop for some fuel.
Deal. 6. Ash in the GT. GT4, that car is really good on tires and it's really good in fuel. Probably isn't the best handling car compared to these more modern cars, but no slouch on speed, that's for sure. So, Rob's already caught up to Bergman. Pitted up behind. Cards fans, we got one. Top 3 crossbows. And Shadow GT, he should be coming into the pits. There's no way he can make it. He's probably going to run out of gas. I think he just ran out of gas. Just ran out of gas and making it into the pits. Gave it a good try. Let's put in.
So as we kind of expected, the Expos have all worked their way to the front.
Seal the lone Porsche in front. It's really good race. Really good race for Seal. He started in third place. Ash behind him. Then Zombie and a Toyota did not. This is just power track. So, cars that are handling cars. For some reason, this crossbow seems to be an unknown to those that don't know. all of our top contenders picked the crossbow off the gate, right out the start. They all picked the crossbow.
You know, with those pit stops, it sure tightened up that Porsche race in the back. Cards fan has crossed the line. So Cards fan Holman got Crimson at the end there for second. Crimson in third. Gemini comes in
THT was close though, until I ran out of
very good result by Mashed Potato.
Yeah, that was a very good performance for that GT40.
Yeah, he topped all of the Porsches.
Great race, though.
Great race, yep.
That Crimson apparently is writing in the stream that he said it was close until he ran out of fuel. Nice win, Cards fan. Great job, top three. Yeah, great job, everybody.
Yeah, great job. Clean race. I don't think he's had any drama. I mean, everybody a little bit of door banging, but nothing, nothing bad or intentional. That's the way we want to see that race.
And shortly, Gemini will change over the lobby to the next
fuel
race, which
consumption
is
in this
Group
car
4
is ridiculous.
at Autopolis. And in this race, it'll be a 12-lap race with a 9 multiplier on tire and 5 multiplier on fuel.
So, this race is one that we have to refer to our car choice list to see who picked what. We'll say, find it here. That's still go to our car list. This is a lot more diverse group of cars. Porsche Cayman seems to be very popular. Got the McGann Trophy. The McGann Trophy has showed itself to be a very popular
fun for
choice.
4 laps. My game froze.
Fast handling cars are always a good choice. Alpha 4Cs.
The McGanns are real strong here.
McGann is always strong. And the handling tracks. This Autopolis is a very unique track. It has some fast sections, but a lot of turns that are off camber. Really kind of unsettles the car. Uphill and downhill, off camber, dropping away. It's kind of very unique set of turns. So we have Crimson in the Group 4 Supra, which is a car that was added as a reward for filling out a survey to those that were in the Super Cup.
I think you're going to need to weight factor the
that own the
expos.
Supra.
Obviously Pro and Amalite they have unfair
Fill out a survey and you
advantage.
got it. I use that car in our GT4 league, and it's a very
And as Todd
good
has
car.
pointed out,
It's not
it looks
spectacular
like
in
a
any
big old goofy
one
dog.
aspect. It's a good handling car. It was definitely a good handling car. Tire wear and fuel wear on average. So, convertment in the Jaguar F-Type. I use that car in FIAs. Great car, a lot of power. Little wears its tires a little bit. Lexus RCF, good car, very fast.
I drive that in the Am, and it's a good all-around car, but boy, she likes to eat front tires.
Yeah. Nobody is. I don't believe that anybody is using my car. I
Everyone
use
had
the
a chance to
McLaren
test.
650S.
And new Expo code no stop.
It's a good car. A lot different in its rev range and where it makes its power. When you come on a car that likes to be revved, McLaren does not like to be revved. It makes a lot of power and a lot of torque.
We had a chance to change.
I see a lot of our players haven't gotten haven't got on track for practice. Now, grid order will be set
I asked if the
as
Expo
reverse
and
from the
SFR could
finishing
be
order of
rendered
our last
illegal for
race.
the
So,
series.
winner will be at the back. Last place car will
Late
be
for
at the
meeting
front.
trying to rejoin.
That definitely can mix things up again, a bunch. So give somebody who might have been fast, but in a car that wasn't suitable for the track you were just at, might be in a better car and give themselves a better
Tim
opportunity
Shadow
in this
needs
race.
to rejoin.
This is a long race. I don't think you'll see anybody no stop this race. 12 laps.
No.
And we'll be taking tires and fuel.
I think this race actually ends up being the longest one.
Laps are right around just under 2 minutes. So, yeah, it's just a long one. Loading issues.
Josh and Shadow.
Fellas,
I did
let
see
us
your
not discuss
message. I
the
put that
rules
in
and
the
issues
chat
in
in the
live chat.
game.
Please discuss in our GRT
so-
Discord. Thank you.
We're trying to wait for you.
Have to restart PS4. Energy comes up, mortal.
Got it.
Holman. Seal in is that a Ferrari?
Yeah, he's in the 458.
Nice looking livery on that too.
Yeah, Seal's got some talent.
Well, this should be a quite humbling. When they're both in Lexus, and so am I in the Am League, and they're going to show me how it should be driven, not like I drive it.
Yeah. Look at a lot of these cars. The 4C is such a tiny little car. The 4C is a tiny car. The Porsche is. The Cayman. Cayman is pretty small. Surprisingly, the F-Type is actually a small car. It's big.
Yeah.
Not that big. It's not that big a car. Look at the driver. The driver sitting in it. Not that big. That Lexus is a big car.
Well, I believe the Lexus is like the heaviest car. She's a big heavy girl.
Somebody at my work actually has an RCF. Nice looking car. In real life, it's a really nice looking car. I'm surprised you don't have any Mustangs, no BMWs. That's to say what we went through as drivers to choose these cars. We went through a process of, what was it, about a month where we were picking cars?
Yeah, we had...
Choosing what we were using.
I think we had pretty close to 3 weeks,
too?
or maybe a touch more. And I don't know about you, but, you know, at least for me, that was more testing than I have ever done for the FIA manufacturers. You know, I mean, four car classes to work on, and just the unbelievable amount of time that I spent in each class trying to figure out, you know, what's going to be a good car, what do I give up, what do I, you know, what's the advantage based on the downfall, you know,
Can we
side
go
of
through
a car.
the field to see the car smile?
So we got everybody in. Shadow just joined in. 12 at the start. I know that I had choices to make because I had used the Jaguar in FIAs, and I had just switched to the McLaren in FIAs, and I had used the Porsche. I think I was leaning on the Porsche, but I went with the McLaren thinking I would get a better option with tires and fuel from GT4 leagues. Such a variety of different race series, from the sport mode and FIA races to our league races that we do, our races. There's so many jumping around from car to car. Maybe I should stay with one car and get to know it really well, know what its pluses and minuses are, the pros and cons to one car. So switch cars.
And Marmite just brought something up in the chat, and I guess I didn't notice until just now. There are no McGann trophies in the Pro League.
There's one. One just came on.
There is one. Shadow's got one.
Shadow just joined in.
So the Am League, we've got, 4 or 5 of them.
I think at minimum we have 4, I think. There's definitely...
And those things are just formidable.
Yeah, so let's see how, again, we got grid start with a false start check. So you gotta watch yourself.
Good
Lights
luck,
go out.
fellers.
I kind of prefer the false start check because it gives you just a little bit more time.
Yeah.
Let's see, here we go. This is
turn 1.
Turn 1. Shadow. Aggressive. Ball fair.
You got through pretty clean there.
That's a really good start. That was kudos to everybody involved.
Yeah, great job, guys. This track, you know, I think that the field's going to stay pretty bunched up for the first couple laps.
Yeah. Yeah, the passing opportunities are not a whole lot on this track. Coming up to the hairpin, it's a good opportunity to pass. The hairpin's a good opportunity. There's a lot of late apex opportunities, but you know, you can get the door slammed on you pretty hard. Looks like everybody making it through the hairpin okay.
Yeah. Got some early moves in the back.
Yep, we got Gemini Mash. Let's see. 'Cause, 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 'c back here. Back.
Gemini at the back is not a scary thing at the moment. When tire wear starts to come in,
We got Shadow coming
alphas.
Shadow coming down the front straight, trying to break the draft, which not generally going to work, but we got to give it a try, right?
Right.
A little bit off the track.
Yeah, see, when the tire wear starts to kick in,
off.
those alphas are just going to come alive.
Seal must have had a issue in the first turn, lost him off the back. Working their way up. Still a nice tight bunch at the front here. Shadow and Zombie, Gad, Rob, there's some nice training tight here. On lap 2. One thing you don't, if you end up doing a lot of practicing by yourself, you never really get yourself up to race pace. Find your tires, they're a lot faster. The fuel burns a lot faster in a race.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the obvious. But you do a lot of mock races by yourself, you're not really getting the full experience. Mid-engine car. Something comes out. 1 to 5 is really tight. 1 to 5, 6. Top 6 cars are probably covered by about a second.
Yeah.
Look at some of the. Holman's tires are seeing better days. His front tires are starting to go off. I think you're going to see a lot of that with your front engine cars, front engine rear drive cars. Zombies look a little bit better.
Emoji waving hand.
Porsche's looking tired. Laser's tires look almost brand new. That Alpha 4Cs.
Shadow was just pushing it a little hard on that double right. Just about got too far in the grass.
Hi Josh, emoji grin, emoji waving hand.
Battle here. Cards Fan and Crimson. Side by side through the last couple turns. Mashed Potato getting in there with them too.
Yeah, right behind him, waiting.
Yep, wait. Sometimes that's the best.
Yep, see them battling, just wait for the wait for your time to get by
into
them.
the pits. Cards Fan into the pits. Still a tight battle at the front here. Shadow's just getting a tiny bit of a lead. About the fastest time.
Genways 1 finished P4.
Oh. Gemini just lost it a little bit coming around out of that hairpin.
See some pretty exaggerated tire wear. Shadow's tires are looking pretty ragged. Zombies are pretty ragged. Rob's looking pretty decent.
Yeah, Yeah, see with the tire wear,
Gas tires.
with the tire wear multiplier
Gas tires.
that they've got, you know, unfortunately that whip around that Gemini did has taken a toll on his tires.
Yeah, Holman, his tires are pretty rough.
And that's pretty standard with the Lexus. The front tires get torn up as well.
I think the Alphas, the two Alphas in this race probably have the advantage as far as tire wear goes. They just kind of lose out on top speed.
No problem.
Gemini's tires his back tires are way gone. Gemini must have had brake balance is way in the back. His tire wear is rear is
yeah, that's where he spun. It took out the backs.
See him coming in the pits. Yep. Gemini's in the pits. There we are. Shadow.
Wow. 8th to 11th is just a one tight pack.
It is.
But Carson, having stopped, is right back up in it.
Enjoying the stream. Please remember to like, subscribe, and check out the links in the description.
We've had a few pit stops.
I didn't see what happened there, Josh, with that gentleman you're talking about, or that person.
Off in turn 1, I think in lap 2, he's back up to 7th. We got a bunch of bashing going on in there, 8th to 11th. And all your
in a Geordie accent, some say he only wears black,
Burton,
white, and
Carson,
loves shiny objects. All we know is he's called Hookie 33D.
We're probably going to start seeing some pit windows open up. A lot of these cars are suffering with the front end tires.
Yeah, shadows look worse than I thought they would. Rob's doing a good job with his.
Just a troll in the chat team. Josh dealt with it. MOG Grid.
For the lead, Rob on Shadow.
That's me. MOG Grid.
And he
MOG
got
Happy Tears.
Made it by.
Yep, and he's through.
That, I think, is all tire right there.
That is all tire. Yeah. Okay. I mean, Shadow must not have a whole lot of confidence in his tires.
Gemini with a fresh set.
Blazers tires look. Yeah, Blazers tires are looking really good.
Yeah.
He's up your battle in the top 3. So.
Get like.
Well, thank you, Josh, for taking care of that.
Let's see, we got Zombie. Zombie's still hanging in there in 4th place. Tires looking rough.
I would bet that Zombie's going to pit.
Yeah. I think we're probably going to see a bunch of people pitting this lap. Put in a splash of fuel. I don't know if they're going to have enough to make it to the end. Probably some of these some look like they're just about a half tank. Some are better. But the tires are the story of the day. Tires.
Oh, Nash. There you go. Get back on there. Nash pushing a little with his tires are getting a little soft on him. Let's see who we get calling for pit stops.
Yeah, I would think we might see our leader in. Nope.
Shadow's in. Zombie's in. Crimson's in.
Looking at our leaders. Blazer's tires are starting to look a little bad on the back. Rob's tires, guys just make it into the pits. Gonna have the undercut on these two. Holman's probably gonna be good for them. Wow. He only made it a few laps, but he's probably gonna have a lighter car, soft tires. He might be able to make him stretch to the end. Gad's looking good. Shadow's out in 5th. So Shadow's probably in the most advantageous position making a move here. And makes the stick. Shadow's back up in 4th. Cards fans probably going to have to make another pit stop for tires.
Yeah, I would think he pitted early.
Yeah.
You got Crimson and Zombie running together here.
He's way back in 10th. Lovely race. Same with Gemini. Bergman. 12th. Just made a pit stop. A nice little battle for actually from about 8th. There's all kind of
Blazer had an issue.
His tires are probably screaming.
I got Shadow trying to attack him home.
Yeah. The leader's in. Rob C is in. See Blazer jumping in the pits. Yep, Blazer's in.
Yeah, he almost had to after he had a little moment back there.
Yep. Cards fans in.
again. So Cards fan elected for the 2-stop.
Let's see, we got Seals. Seals looking pretty good. His tires and gas is looking good.
Cards fan comes out in 10th.
Holman in the lead. Shadow. Rob C. I think we'll probably see Holman come in. He can probably stay out for a couple laps, but his tires are gonna betray him for sure. Nice battle for top 3 here. Oh, Shadow making a move. Gets it in there. Rob C's gonna follow him. Oh, Holman's off. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh.
That really wasn't a move.
But as you know, as we like to see our guys do, Holman waited and gave that spot back to Rob. Unintentional as it was, but still a gentlemanly thing to do.
Battle still here. Zombie and Crimson. Mashed potato hanging right in the shadow. Two little groups. I think we'll see Holman up in the pits, I would think. Yep, there he goes. And Gad, they go in. As I say, you're always going to see that trade-off. You can do faster laps on fresh tires, struggle and maybe have a bad off. Totally ruin the race or just lose a little time in the pits. So,
So Rob's got a little fresher tires than Shadow.
Yeah.
He's got about 2 seconds to make up on him.
Nice little battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Yeah, that battle's been going on all around the track.
Yeah. Their tires, because they're battling, their tires are just a little bit faster.
But if you look, all 3 of them, the tires are almost identical.
Yeah. But if you look at the Rob's tires, Shadow's tires,
Rob's doing a really good job in that Porsche of saving those tires.
Yeah. Deals tires. Gadd and Holman probably be on him fairly quickly. They're on fresh tires.
Bertman's still running hard at the back.
Cards fan, he's been fighting that Lexus, but that early pit stop really hurt him. Got himself on an odd cycle of pits. He's still got to do 3 more laps on those tires. He's probably get there in. Gemini.
Wow.
What a lonely race.
Now we have a 3-car battle in 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah. He seals on some pretty ragged tires. Must have just come past him. We still have that battle with Zombie, Mash,
Yeah.
Crimson. So now Zombie's under attack from the head. Mashed Potato.
Crimson's got a little breathing room there, but Mash is closing up on Zombie.
Got Blazer back there. Blazer waiting in the wings. It's on fresh tires.
Rob's now got the gap down to 1.3 from Shadow.
Ash trying to make the outside move. Can they make it stick? He might have got the move done on Zombie.
Wow, that is a tough move there too.
That was a skill move, because that's not an outside move there on that turn.
And that takes faith.
Yep. Now Zombie's under attack. Laser. Zombie's front tires are taking better days than they could expect that with them. Heavy front end on the Jaguar. Gadd and Holman going to have a nice little scrap.
Yeah, they're still hanging on.
Some leaders at. Shadow. Yep, Rob's right there with Shadow. Tires are just a little bit better. Just
He's been
better.
methodically closing up on him.
Still got Mashed Potato. Gonna have friendly little battle here with Blazer. Blazer's so much speed in that corner.
Yeah, his tires are going to allow him to.
Yeah. Mash's tires are totally shot. Two laps left. Lap and a half left. It's a fine line between defending on ragged tires and somebody who's on a lot better tires. You just let them by. It's late in the race, you gotta let them by. Oh, contact. Laser and Mash really having a good battle. What are we doing at our front?
Zombie's just hanging in there.
Final lap. Shadow and Rob, Crimson. Still gonna have quite a little battle here between front two. I think Rob's got himself in the best position.
We'll see if his patience paid off.
Shadows might have some fuel issues. He just started the lap. I don't know how much he's got left, but he's blinking red.
So is Rob.
Rob's right behind him. He just started blinking. He's got a quarter tank of gas. So everybody, just about everybody's on the last gasp on fuel. Great battle here for 4th and 5th.
Yeah, Mash is still holding him off.
there's too much action, honestly. There's so much action.
I can tell you that wasn't intentional, Mash, pushing him out that far, making him wide. That was just all tire.
Got leader coming through the hairpin. Rob's right on it. Right on it. Perfect distance to get a little slipstream. Going some double rights here.
See if he can set him up for coming out of the double right.
Shadow taking that tight line. See if Rob can get the cut back on him. Where we at in our other races?
Watch the leaders come across the line and see if we can flip back and catch the next set.
Great race. It didn't run out of gas.
No.
We have
Crimson and Blazer.
Got Seals trying to hold off Cards fan.
I think he will. In 11th. Bertman, what a trooper.
Yep.
Still running that lap.
Yeah. He should be able to, hopefully should be able to finish it without. That's a great race. That was a great race. I tell you. So much action for.
Sorry, Birdie.
Action everywhere.
That's right, Birdie. Never give up.
Oh, Birdie. See there. We got Shadow, Rob, Crimson, Blazer, Nash, Zombie, Holman, and I don't know. Okay, I needed to say it faster. If anybody can understand me.
Right.
So, way to go, Shadow. That was
a good race, Zombie. That was a good solid race. I loved that mid-pack racing with Zombie, Crimson, and Mash, and Blazer. I mean, that was some good tight racing.
Yeah. So, guys, if you guys are liking the racing, please hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure we bring this to you every Sunday. We got league race every Sunday. We got races on Wednesday. We got weekly races. We got our SF19 race on Friday nights. So we got so much good racing on the GRT Esports channel. So please stop in and check us out. See what we got going on. Link in the description for our Discord, which is our gaming way we communicate with each other. We got great resources there. Learn a few things. Facebook and Twitter. So our next race is Group 3s at Autodromo Lago Maggiore, GP2.
Maggie 2.
Yep. So.
That's right. And then this one is 6 laps. And this one is a tricky one. It's got 13 times tire wear and 7 times fuel.
Tires are the word of the day.
I don't know about you, but I found that, in my practice, if I, like you do in practice, you try and push even harder than you think you can do it just to find out what the limit is. And I tell you, at least for the NSX, which I drive in Group 3, if you spin one time, it doesn't matter. The tires are gone. Just one spin, tires are gone.
So, We have, it's hard to say, but we probably going to have a another diverse group of cars chosen here. I raced the 911 RSR. You raced the NSX. So I think those might be outlier cars. I think Porsche's probably fairly popular, but so many. I think we have Mercedes AMGs, some Jaguars, Supra. It's hard to see who has what in the pros. Deals in the McLaren. No, let's see. Mashed Potato in the GT40, Holman in the AMG Mercedes, Seal in the 650S, Bertman again with the Jag, Laser in the AMG. Let's see while the guys are practicing. They get a quick practice session, and then right into the race again, reversed from the previous results. Let's see. Shadow and Rob C starting at the back. Bertman and Gemini will be starting at the front. Grid start with false check. Or start check. So, just got to make sure you get that traction control set. That's where it's kind of better with the false start check. You get a little bit more time to change that setting on your traction control. You just have a grid start straight away. Sometimes you don't get that traction control set, and you might smoke your tires.
And like I said, with the 13 times tire wear, anytime you can avoid spinning those tires is highly advisable.
Right. Add in the Citroen.
Match energy in the Ford.
Seems like we might have a few, at least 3 Mercedes AMGs.
Seal in the front. Bertman and his Jag. I tell you, Bertman is a force in that Jag.
Yeah, that Jag is strong. The Group 3 Jag is a strong car. I do like that car a lot. I used that in the FIAs a couple seasons back, and it was always a strong car. Zombie in the Corvette.
Of course.
Zombie's always in the Corvette. Shadow GT in the Needle.
Cards fan in the
Crimson in the
Beetle.
Lamborghini.
That Beetle.
Lamborghini. Tricky car to race.
Yeah, that Beetle can be so quick.
Yeah.
But what I've always found is, at least for me, being such a short wheelbase on it, I've never had any luck handling curbs with it. Let's just put it that way. The sausage curbs kind of unsettle me.
It's always kind of I didn't know this, but when you're in spectate mode in the lobby, that you can't change your view. Views are only one view, and that's the broadcast view.
If you back out and come back in, you just back out of spectate and then go back in, then you can. If you know what I mean. sometimes you have to reset your spectator mode. Because I'm on board right now with Cards Fan.
Well, I mean, when you're when he starts the race, I don't think you can change your spectate view. Because I can change the view.
Yeah, you can. You can. Yeah, I was doing that. I was doing that the other night on the Super Formula. Was able to get on board with people.
Yeah, the detail on the cockpits of some of these cars is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the Beetle. The Beetle is probably very unique. I'll tell you that. Yes. Mercedes is all business. Corvette. The weirdest one, I think, is the
Citroen.
The Citroen.
Yeah, we're inside right now with Gad.
Yeah.
Look at that. It looks like a spaceship.
Yeah. I like the interior on the 650S is really nice. It's a really cool car. Jaguar. Mercedes is pretty cool. The Ford GT looks like the street car. The Ford GT looks like the street car.
Mm-hmm.
Gemini and the RCZ. Now that's a unique choice. Group 3 RCZ Peugeot. Yeah, that Citroen does look like a spaceship.
It does.
Looks like it's got a finer,
I don't think I could drive. I don't think I could drive that from the cockpit view, just because I'd be staring at the cockpit rather than where I'm going.
I don't think I could see anything.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't think I can see anything. It's unique in different games where I find myself using cockpit view in different races. Like, I mean, we're on Gran Turismo Sport, but when I played Forza 6 was the last Forza I had, and I used the cockpit view a lot. And in Assetto Corza, Assetto Corza 1, when I have a PlayStation, its cockpit view is really good. You can actually see a lot because you can adjust that cockpit view, set your point of view back further and see more of the side.
I've tried that in Project Cars too. The cockpit view. It's not bad. Like you said, once you are able to reset your view a little bit, it seems to be, a nice field of view.
Rob? I am.
Let's see. Just want to see if Zombie got back in. Yep, he did.
Those that are watching us for the first time or watching someone in Gran Turismo for the first time, some of these tracks, this is a fictitious track, or an original circuit as they like to call it. It's an actual track that a lot of people would say it should be made in real life. They do a spectacular job, Polifani, with creating original make-believe tracks that offer a lot. The big Banky Boy turn that you see Rob going into now, it's such compression. You can feel the compression when you drive into how the car just is planted. some of these, rising cresting straightaways where you can feel the car kind of, in the feedback of the steering wheel. But they do a good job of putting together these tracks. So.
Josh calls Big Banky Boy Macho Man's elbow.
Yeah.
This track too, like you were saying, being an original track. But you ask around the community, and it's either you like this track or you detest this track. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of middle ground.
Yeah, it's a polarizing track. It's polarizing. Some of the real world tracks that I don't get along with. Nürburgring GP. That track, I love that track, but I just can't go around it quickly. Fuji's another track. It has a certain part of that track where it is just brutal. You think you have a good lap until you hit a certain section, and it's all over. They have the final track we'll go to today's St. Croix. That's a track that we almost never see used. But it's a very unique track, and it's one of those ones that's kind of easy to get to. 20 laps I've put on that track, I think I've got a good idea how it goes.
And here we go.
Bertman and Gemini starting off. Cards fan Seal Gad. Holman, Zombie Speed, Nash.
Now this turn one is a little different than the other turn ones that we usually complain about, because this was a little bit faster. But because it's a kind of an off-camber uphill, it catches a lot of people out. Bertman got through there. There's somebody off in the net. I think it was Rob.
Bertman's got a nice clean start. Cards fan right behind him. Front three have taken off. Got a nice little gap between Gad. So there's 1.7 seconds. Bobby making a move on Gemini. Smashed Potatoes getting the inside. Oh, Crimson's off. Makes contact with Seal. Wow, he's kind of in a no man's land there, trying to get back on the track. Kind of had nowhere to go. Cards fans pass Bertman. Bertman's trying to come back on him. Holman's making a move around Bertman.
Nice outside move. Zombie just the same. Takes that outside, gives him the inside of the next. Nash is not going to give it up easy, though.
I think if Crimson got any damage from his contact with the wall, so that's something we didn't talk about. I believe we have light damage on, so if you make any significant impact with a solid surface or another car, you could possibly get some damage.
It is temporary, but it still slows you. It can slow you down. If it's a downforce issue, then they'll make you a little.
Lasers off. Looks like Rob waited for him. So had a little bit of contact there towards the back of the field.
Yeah.
He's got front end damage. Front, rear, left and right rear.
Gemini's got front and both left side suspensions.
Seal's damage is still there. He didn't really have anywhere to go.
Right.
Gemini spun out in front of him. Gad. Crimson's off again.
He's a little loose.
I think this track certainly has thrown a curveball to a lot of our drivers who are not enjoying the first couple of laps. Luckily for them, it's only 6 laps. Holman just cranked.
Yep,
Holman just hit the wall in the last turn.
That catches a lot of people.
That gets a lot of people. Yeah. He's got front damage. It's no surprise. We're starting to see them tires go off really fast. A lot of the guys.
Nobody has pitted yet, but I expect you'll see them this lap. With that tire wear, I don't think you can reasonably go 4 laps. Maybe on the mediums. There's a couple guys on mediums that may be able to do it. Whoop, Gemini spun it again.
Gad's back tires on this car looking pretty bad. It's a mid-engine car. And with Crimson's back tires look pretty bad. He's had some moments. This tire wear, those moments, they
add up quick.
Add up quick. Zombie's tires look pretty good. I don't think Zombie's been pretty quiet. Most of our 3rd, 4th, and 5th place drivers have been pretty quiet as far as not being off track. So Holman made that contact. Burton's tires don't look really great.
See if Kartsving elects for the pit this lap.
Looks like Zombie did just have an issue.
Bertman into the wall.
Zombie's having issues. Must have gone off and had a problem getting back on.
Fighting for the pit entrance.
Looks like Gad put Zombie into the pits. Not intentionally. Zombie might have been coming into the pits.
Yeah, they were just fighting to get in.
Yeah, they both were having issues just before the chicane, before that ending chicane.
Well, Shadow has elected to stay out. He's on the 4th lap on his tires.
I think Blazer's also decided to stay out. His tires don't look really bad.
Well, he's on mediums.
Oh, he is on mediums. Good eye, yeah.
That's about the only way I think you can feasibly do that. I don't think you can get soft to last.
I think Shadow's got to come in. He's had a few issues. Say there are no tire requirements. I said that already, but just to remind you that there are no tire requirements. Use whatever tire you feel best works for your race strategy. as most people will be using soft tires, and just switching out to another set of soft tires. It's the fastest strategy. But if your strategy is to stay out as long as possible, the medium tires, give you that option. So, Cards fan running a great race at the front. Got a 4.2 second lead. Holman, Shadow's coming in.
Blazer staying out of there. Looks like Blazer might try a no stop.
Yeah, it's a pretty good option for him. The medium tires, I think you could probably make them last. If your time lost per lap adds up to just about the same as staying in the pits. Depends on what he's testing. Crimson's probably going to make a good move on him.
Blazer, other than that moment he had on that second lap, he's actually been running real consistent. A little tight coming out of there.
Oh.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Big Banky Boy, I think, had made contact. Crimson made contact with him and put him off the wall. I don't know why he's going so slow. I don't know why Blazers. Did he have damage? I didn't see damage.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But he was protecting the inside, and that turn, I think he get pushed out. You do get pushed out, and I think Crimson was just trying to hold his line, and he might have made just too much contact. That's up to them to decide. Lap 5. Cards fan still got almost 4-second lead. Holman 11-second lead to Mashed Potato. Crimson and Shadow really close together. Crimson sideways. Gonna open the door for Shadow. He's gonna take it. And he's through. Maybe a little unnecessary contact. Some of these turns are just they're so high speed that just the slightest contact, even if unintentional, it's going to put you in bad places. Seal and Berkman have a little scrap here for 6th and 7th. Seal get past Berkman when he runs out of gas. Berkman's got plenty of fuel. But I don't think I saw Seal come in. I don't think I saw Seal come in from tires. He had to.
Yeah, he had to.
Yeah.
He's got the inside on him.
He's got the inside. Looks like the leader across the.
Well, we got Cards fan Holman, Nash defending all the way to the line. Nice tight race there. Seal in 6th, Berkman in 7th.
Gad and Zombie coming over. Gad, Zombie, and Rob C.
Whoa.
Rob got a little sideways
Yeah,
there.
Rob got a little loose coming through.
He almost put himself into the pits.
Laser coming in at 11th, and Gemini coming in at 12th.
Card stand, Holden, Ash, Shadow, and Crimson are top 5.
Yeah, but
can't say it fast
Josh,
enough.
I see you saw the lag too. If you're talking about with Bertman and Mash, that's what I kind of saw too. I thought there was a little lag there where it didn't look like they made contact. By the view, it didn't look like they made contact, but the reaction of Bertman's car made it look like there was contact.
Yeah, I think yeah, there was some contact there. I don't really think I saw anything that was intentional, or I think you, like I say, you get yourself in some of those high-speed turns, and there's quite a few of them very flowing, fast turns. If you just try to make a pass or don't realize somebody on your outside, you can make contact. A lot of apologies and congratulations in the comments. So, Gemini spun out, and Seal made contact with him, and there's no way he could have avoided that. There's a lot of that. So a guy goes off, and you don't always have control of your car. If you go off and you're in the grass, the algorithms of the way it's programmed, it spits you off in a certain way, and there's nothing you can do about it. And you touch the gas, you'll spin out, or you make contact with the wall, you'll just bounce off in a way that is unpredictable. So, Crimson made contact with the wall going through the fast S's under the bridge. He touched the wall, and when he put him back on the track, I think we're in lap 2, so everybody's still really close together. And he gets put right out in the middle of 3 or 4 people, and there's nothing they can do. So,
well, I'll, it's hard to say, because everybody's natural feeling is, push. I want to get to the front. What we often find is, at least commonly, is your tires won't last through that drive. Your thought pattern is still push. Let's get to the front. And the tires are not the same tires you started on. So like you said, when you go into the big Banky boy, where lap 1 and 2 you could hold, lap 3 you're going to push wide. Not that anybody does it intentionally. And there again, every car will react a little different based on the physics and the weight. But you almost have to sit and think about that, because we all know that, we have to change our brake markers when our tires wear out. That's the nature of racing, is trying to master all of that to be able to run a nice, solid, clean race. And for the most part, I believe all our guys, are really good at that.
I think you've got a lot of skill here, and there's enough racecraft to know when to make a pass and to let someone pass. So we're on to race 4, our final race. St. Croix C, St. Croix C, Group 2s, primarily known as GT500s. These are all Japanese race series cars. NSXs, Lexus, Nissan GTR, which is basically the go-to GTR. They're all very, very evenly matched cars. even with BOP applied, they're all at 100%. So they're all don't really change a whole lot. Some might have a couple of horsepower more, be a little bit lighter. Across the board, very, very evenly matched. Very fast, require a lot of downforce to work correctly. To go through the turns, to keep that car glued to the track. You want to stay off of, try to stay out of the draft and the braking zones. That's what I've always found. If you try to get your car out of the draft just before the braking zone, so your car will settle down on the track. With enough confidence, you can rip through the turn, which you couldn't have done in a Group 3 car or Group 4 car. You never even thought about it. This car, just smash the gas and turn. So,
one real quick note, Doug, is on your screen you'll see we've got Cards Fan's car, and just a little background. Cards Fan is now with Phoenix. He is PX7, one of their top level drivers, I will say. And Cards Fan was one of us. He was a member of GRT before that, and still is in the minds of us, and will always be a member of GRT.
Yeah.
But I want to say a little bit about delivery, done again by one of our members, Envervale 24. Phenomenal livery maker, folks. He is in a league by himself. So just want to give a shout out to him real quick.
Now, as you see on Cards Fan's car, we got our number boards. Not really incredible requirement, but we decided to try to keep the pro decal on there for pros and the AMs. So you'll see that on the car. It kind of stands out as a little white decal with green lettering. So we have pros. Nice little touch we decided to do. Yeah, a lot of these guys do their liveries on their own. Have the talent to do it. You've done our liveries for our team versus team event. It's a great looking GRT. It's the NSX and the DBR9. We all had to run those. Some of the cars, trims in an NSX, DL on the GTR, Rob C the GTR, GAD and the Lexus RCF, mashed potato in the older model Lexus SC500, I believe is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Cards Fan, and he's in the Lexus.
Basically, like you had said, there's really only 3 manufacturers in the Group 2, but a total of 6 cars. Each manufacturer basically has 2 cars, commonly an older one and a newer one.
Right. Yeah, I want to say I think the older cars are normally aspirated V8s, and I'm not sure the new ones are turbocharged. If it's just a 6-cylinder turbocharged, so I'm not really sure if it's a 6-cylinder. I don't think it's a V8 because most of these Japanese, they might be V6, normally aspirated V6s. Because I know the GTR and the new Lexus and the GTRs are 6-cylinders and V6s. And I think the older Lexus was a V8 actually. I think it was like a 4-liter, 4.2-liter V8.
Yeah, and you usually find the difference in those 2 types. The normally aspirated ones always seem to be quicker off the line, than the others, because of the turbo lag in the others. But
I know in the in our practices, in our practice races, mashed potato in that older Lexus, that thing is a missile. It's off the starts. It's just I'm just going to go around everybody, and he does.
There's a third lane on the starts. The one matches.
Yeah. Some cars are better off the starts, for sure. But this is, like I said, with this track, this is a track that I have never used in sport mode daily races or FIAs. Never. I think I've used this configuration maybe once in some of the campaign or GT events. It's a pretty neat track. It really is. Some of the double apex turns that are they just go together very well. It's one of those tracks. It's an original circuit. It doesn't exist in real life. I think St. Croix is supposed to be France.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Belgium. Yeah. Dragon Trail is in Croatia. Track sims well, I don't know where that is. Doesn't exist in real life, so it could be in any country they want it to be.
I'd say I've raced on this track not often, but it seems so strange that I tried it just in a Group 3 car just to try and get my bearings for the track, and the speeds are not that big a difference between the Group 3 and the Group 2, overall. But the braking zones are a lot shorter for the Group 2s, and that just throws me off, is that these cars are so fast on entry.
I found with this track and this combo it's set up, you have 5 laps, and you're going to have your start lap, and then you're going to have your second lap, which is probably going to be one of only 2 flying laps you might actually get. Because you could probably see a lot of guys pitting on lap 2, possibly lap 3, and probably only take tires. These cars are really fuel efficient. Just in general, usually when the fuel multiplier is applied, it usually doesn't affect very much. Should be exciting. Got the 1 minute warning. Tractor scene.
Shadow, you say today's the first day you've driven here. Was that Maggie or the Group 2 race coming up? Shadow's just saying in the chat that first time you've ever driven here. I don't know which time it was. I'm with you. I don't think a lot of people have driven this track before this league.
If you've not practiced this track, you are at an incredible disadvantage. And if you hadn't driven Maggiore, that's kind of surprising. But I would say this is probably the track nobody has a lot of experience with. St. Croix
here we go.
B they use, yes. St. Croix B we use, but C, I don't think we've ever seen this one. All right, the finale.
Good luck, guys.
I would say let's get it on, but let's get racing.
Yeah.
on green. And away they go, and there goes
Mash,
goes
right
Smash.
up the middle.
The middle might not be the smartest move, but hey, you gotta get there.
Well, you gotta find a spot to go, so.
This first turn isn't gonna be...
That is a trick.
Yeah.
Everybody got through fairly well.
And that's where practicing real races, having mock races, is key. Because you need to know how it's going to play.
Oh, Gemini.
Coleman.
Into that
Gemini.
That second turn is almost as bad as the first.
Gemini's got engine and front axle damage. He must have taken a pretty good shot to the wall.
Yeah.
Did not see it. Zombie up front.
It's just deceiving as anything up there.
Yeah.
Blazer's got damage.
Another thing we haven't talked about is some of these drivers are using wheels, pedals. Some are using controller. I want to say I think Mashed Potatoes on a controller. I don't know who else uses controller. I think.
Dad uses controller and he just got a wheel. I don't know if he's fully up to speed on his wheel at the moment. He's been switching back and forth a lot. And I don't blame Dad at all. Dad is a master of the controller.
I want to say Mashed Potato, I think.
Yep.
Controller pad.
Well, we often talk about the difference in the controller versus the wheel. And one of the big differences is tire wear. But Dad has it all figured out. That man, with the controller, can fuel save and tire save like nobody I've seen.
Coming down a long back stretch.
Just right in line.
Stretch. It's a really interesting series of turns here. A couple of flowing turns and only one where you kind of got to...
They're pretty high speed.
Very high speed turns.
Zombie had a nice lead going, and I think he just got into that second to last turn a little hot.
I found that last turn is very tricky. It's very the turn that kind of got to use the curb as your turn in point. A little bit of brakes, a little trail brake, but you can take it fairly quick.
Blazer had another off and has got engine damage.
Gemini's must have had another contact.
He's back to full strength.
Blazer's back. He's going very slow. Gemini's also not going at full speed. Maybe he had contact with Blazer.
Whoa. Got a couple off. Looks like they got back in. Cards fans off.
They're pretty well bunched up third to seventh. Still pretty good tight battle. Nash and Rob C here at the front. This turn going into the bridge, that's a very, very tricky turn. Kind of uphill, cresting, right turn. If you get it a little bit wrong, you put yourself right into the guardrail.
But it's also one of the most satisfying corners when you get it right.
Rob C took a very hard shot into the wall. Zombie. Had some contact. His tires are looking a little bit rough. Might be looking at coming in this lap maybe. Everybody's tires are about the same.
Yeah. And it may not look like much, but yeah, it is.
Well, I mean, yeah, when you've got, say there's a match makes a small error and Holden's right on it. That's the nature of racing, you know, tiny errors. The guy that's trying to beat you is going to be on you. Nope. Everybody. Two of our leaders come to the pits.
Crimson stays out. Zombie stays out. So the top three stayed out.
Dad just took a header right into the guardrail.
Oh, ouch.
I saw him in the background. I was watching the leaders. I saw him in the background. Because sometimes, you know, you get battling with somebody on a track you might not know. And I would say that most of these guys might not be the most, might not have the best track knowledge here. And if you let yourself forget where you are on track, you might take a left, right?
Yes. I've done that a lot in practice.
Yeah.
It's easy to get your turns mixed up.
Crimson at the front now still because he didn't pit. His tires look like he says, "You're saying pit, please." Had enough.
They're talking.
Yeah. And he's in the NSX like you are. You're in the NSX also. Interesting car. Very fast. I'll tell you that. It's a very fast car. Zombie's probably going to be coming in from the pits too.
And he's looking for Cards Fan and Holman to stay busy with themselves.
Well, I think, Cards Fan will be coming in. I think Holman's probably going to take the lead here in pits. Depending on what, the Cards Fan, Holman's probably going to come right out in front of Crimson. Mashed potato and Holman are right there. That's probably going to be our top
two after pits, you'd think.
After pits.
I don't know if anybody at the front of those top three are gutsy enough to try and no-stop it. Well, I know Zombie won't because Zombie just lost it a little bit.
Yeah, Zombie.
Yeah.
Zombie lost it. So I think at a 6 second, less than 6 second. Yeah, because Crimson in the pits. Yeah,
Crimson's in. Oh. Crimson's in. Cards Fan's coming in.
So Shadow. Oh. Shadow's still out.
There comes Crimson.
So, yep. Crimson comes right in front of the Mashed Potato. This tires actually looks a little bit better than mashed potato and shadows. Crimson's are brand new. Burton, he's out. He's out. Fresh tires. Bob C.
Zombie's tires are smoked. See, and a lot of these guys, were in the Group 2 league.
Yeah.
So a lot of these guys have some pretty good familiarity with the Group 2 cars.
Right.
Oop, and there's something coming together. See what we got. Well, Holman's got to the front. Stay there.
Having some struggles. Laser too. Like these are.
Crimson just took third from Shadow.
Zombie must have been trying a nose stop. His tires were so good as a total shot. If that was intentional or he spun out a few times and maybe cooked him. I know he's been ghosted a few times. I've seen him. With a 1.6 second lead over mashed potato. Mashed potato with a 1.1 over Crimson.
I was going to say, the top three are pretty evenly spread. Holman's now starting to run away a little bit.
I think this is probably a division category of cars that, if you get to know, 2008.
Nash. He was in a pretty good battle with Crimson, and he was just a little wide coming into that second to last corner.
Final lap. So that's basically Holman's race. It's got such a solid lead. And it just minimizes errors and small mistakes. And knowing Holman, he's probably not going to make those small mistakes that I will make.
Now it looks like, there's Zombie in for a bit finally.
Cards fan. Swedish. Shadow, there's still a little bit of closeness in their battle that will probably come back around. I was saying with this category of cars, if you put a lot of time in on one, probably a good idea just to stay with it. Most of your races with this class.
And pretty much the field has spread out to the point where everybody's just racing.
Yeah.
This last lap, and they're just trying to survive.
Yeah, I think that's something we didn't make it clear when we were started. That this is 4 rounds with 4 races per round, and we pick our cars, and you have to stay with those cars throughout the whole season. There was quite an allowance made for switching at the last minute before the season started. But now you're locked into these cars. With this class of cars, you only have 6 choices to make. But with the other classes, there are certain choices.
Yeah.
And have advantages in some.
Half a lap to go, and Crimson is pulled up to less than half a second.
He's in the draft. Yeah, he's looking strong. I wasn't watching. If Holm was just tires might. Oh,
Yeah, because Crimson's got fresher tires.
Crimson's tires.
But Crimson's getting ready to start breathing fumes.
Yeah. He should be fine, but yeah, his tire. He has advantage of tires. Can he find an opportunity in these last couple? These fast, slow turns don't. Here's an opportunity.
I was gonna say that's his.
That might be the only opportunity he gets.
Yep. Then this last turn is.
It's a long straight to the finish line. It's a pretty good drag to the finish line.
Nicely done. Nicely done, gentlemen.
Yep.
Nice race. Came right down to the wire, though, didn't it?
Shadow. Burtman coming in on 5th. Way to go, Burtman.
He's wagging his car, trying to get the fuel out of it.
Yep. Mashed potato holding off Rob. Zombie coming around. Lonely races for our final few guys. Gad and Seal. I don't think we'll probably see Gemini and Laser cross the finish line. They're pretty far back. Yeah. Laser must have really ran into some struggles. I don't know if he just didn't know this track or. No. It's a great battle, great win for Holman. Came 10 spots. Wow.
Yeah, good race, Holman and Crimson. That end was. Yeah. That last lap was.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. I think it would have been. I mean, if Mashed Potato could have not had that little error he had, I don't know what he did there. Got himself off. It could have been a really nice battle for 3 there at the end. He had the pace. So many of these guys had pace. Like I say, it's a combination of track and car that. So this track, not a lot of people have seen it. We had 2 weeks off from the last round to practice this track.
Where you know it was just unfamiliar with the track. Zombie had the same thing. Zombie was up front, and then just a simple miscalculation, and it's tough to come back from those.
Yeah. I think tire wear being a little aggressive on this, so only being able to get two laps in before you really start to see your tires go off and your handling affected. Again, this is not a track for mistakes because there's a wall waiting for you. Small contacts can be very costly. Touch somebody or touch a wall, you're going to get some kind of damage. And at the speeds you're going, it's hard to get yourself back into competing for a position, especially if you got damage. So, yeah, great racing by everybody. Still, 4 great rounds. Tried a lot of passing, some amount of drama. I think that group 4 race was really something.
Yeah.
Busy. Yeah.
But good job, all of the racers. That was a thoroughly enjoyable race.
We thank you guys, all you guys that watched. Hope you liked our commentating. It was enjoyable and educational. So, back and watch some more of our races. Again, we'll be back same time next week with the amateur division of these races. Again, we have races on something just about every day of the week.
Yeah.
Our big leagues right now are the Super Formula races on Friday.
Friday night, 12 o'clock, GRT.
Yep. And if those don't know, we used GRT as our time zone. It's based off the UK time zone. So we try to keep one time zone around all of our racing. So 9 o'clock GRT time. This race was 12 o'clock GRT.
9. This race is 9.
Was it?
Yeah.
9? Oh, yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah. Super Formulas is midnight GRT on Fridays. Yep. And then next week, this time is the AM. And every Thursday, you can find us multiple times on YouTube with our Thursday weekly races. That's a great time. Most of them are open to everyone. We do have one stream that's member only, but you're welcome to join the Discord and take part in the member only races. Which we encourage you. The link is in the description below, and I believe it's been shown a couple times in the stream. But other than that, folks, like Racer had said, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, and look forward to seeing you guys again. So in the meantime, have a great day, stay safe, we'll see you next time.